What's going on, everyone? Dwayne here from NorCal Nerf Club, and glad to say today I get to do this fun little project that I've been wanting to do for a while. As you can see, I have in front of me a red Kronos and a brand new blue Kronos as well here. I'm going to get into these and swap out their shells a little bit, mess around with that, get a couple unique looking blasters, as well as doing a very unique spring upgrade. So I am going to get these out of the box right now, and I'm going to go ahead and take out all of the screws out of both of them, and I'll be right back. Okay, there we are. Got all of the screws out of both of these blasters, and time to start working the shells apart there. That one was easy. There we go. Where's getting rid of that door? Got rid of it. On the other one, like that door just nicely falls out of there because, yeah, we don't need that. I'm going to go ahead and leave this piece in here just in case I decide to put an upgrade kit on one of these, or both of them, actually, pretty soon. But, yeah, I am actually going to swap these. So what we're going to do is leave this one right here, bring this one over here. We'll leave this one over here. So there we go. Could kind of swap them up, the colors a little bit, and we'll get a new spring in there as well. Get these things blasting a little bit. I had to test them out a little bit. Yeah, just doing just fine. All of them are just right around, you know, high 80s, low 90. So yeah, looking pretty good. It's kind of interesting how the pieces, I'm looking over here at how these pieces are now red and blue that used to be white. They're always white in the Kronos, I guess, going with the white blaster. But that's just kind of interesting. Caught my eye there a little bit. And of course, having these blasters open, I'd have to do a spring upgrade on them. And by the way, these blasters, I want them to be used for Ragnarocktoberfest. That's kind of like my main goal of these ones. And so I'm not putting K25 or K26 in here. Ragnarocktoberfest this year has feet per second limit of 130. So I would like to get it below that, even though the springs that I chose, I have a feeling they're going to be above 130, and I'll end up putting in something else in here. But we're going to check this out. This is something I wanted to show you. Anyways, these are Hillman 49 springs, Hillman number 49 to be exact. Springs that I got at Ace Hardware for like $1.39 a piece. And they are just nicely, they're the same diameter of K26 right there, okay? Almost as strong as of steel there, okay? And then they are nicely cut. They come this way. That's to 12 coils of K26, which is if I was going to put K26 in here, I would put 12 coils of K26 in there. So I know we've got the same size and everything going in there, and they're just they're a bit softer than, a good bit, a little bit softer than K26, okay? K25, this one, I just got a little chunk of K25 left over here. And yeah, they're about the same. When I squeeze both of those together, the Hillman might be a little bit softer, but they're real close in comparison. And then this would be my other choice. Give me just around 100, a little bit over 100 FPS if I put it into one of these. This is either came out of a Hades or a Helios, one of those. You can find them in Apollos, that same spring. They go nicely in a Kronos. Yeah, just a nice little upgrade. So I may go there, or we'll see. We'll put in some other spring. But I wanted to check out these Hillman 49 springs, and we'll see what the performance is going to be. Maybe you should decide, is this a way to go? If you don't want to order springs online, easy to go to a lot of hardware stores and go look up a Hillman number 49 spring. Ace Hardware, they've got them right there. Had a drawer full of them, so not a drawer like that huge amount. I think they probably had about 8 or 10 of them, though, at least, sitting there. And I've got a couple of them because I was knowing I was going to do this project and make sure and do a little spring upgrade on them as well. So that's exactly what we're going to do right now. Let's go ahead and see, I'm not going to go into like a real in-depth Kronos, spring mod guide. A lot of you done it before. There's a lot of videos on YouTube already about it. So it's a pretty simple thing. Already had that spring pop out of that part. Oh well. But yeah, like I said, it is really a really simple upgrade. We'll see how this fits. So it's going to fit nicely on here. Oh yeah, see that's perfect right to the ends of that, you know. Could even be a little bit longer, but it's gonna be just fine. We'll get a little pre-compression in there, I'm sure, just a little bit. Gonna fit in there just fine and fire really nicely. But like I said, I suspect it may be over 130. I asked my buddy Chris Cartea, and he said maybe about 150, and I'm going, oh geez, I want a little bit less than that, but we'll see what happens, okay? It'll let me know. Maybe I want these in, maybe I want the Hillman 49s in other blasters, okay? Yeah, maybe, you know. That's a pretty nice spring they got in there. I don't know if they got a different spring. I have to look at that. My other Kronos springs. It's a little different. In fact, it is. I think it is a little different. That is different. Yes, that is a different spring. This is more like the spring that I saw and came in, like my first two Kronoses. The spring was actually different than what comes in the Phantom Core one now, which is a different diameter. It's a smaller diameter spring and a little bit longer. So that's interesting. These ones go very nicely in the X-Shot blasters. Cut them down, I think, cut the 2 or 3 coils off of it into the X-Shot blaster. Beautiful thing, okay? But I'm gonna set that aside, keep that one separate. And then we are gonna go ahead, we're gonna pad this. We're gonna pad the plunger head. We're gonna do all that. At first, always a good idea, clean it out. Any of the excess lubrication that's inside the cup, because you don't want that. We're gonna stick this one with the nice adhesive foam gripper pads. That's what they are marketed as at Dollar General. These come from Dollar General. They're nice foam ones. I like these ones a lot. And this is gonna take 2 of them. So I'm gonna put 2 of them together right now. Just leave that there. Line up 2 of them together, best you can there. And then I'm just gonna drop that right down in there, get it nice and evenly placed right where I want it at, and then press. And presto. Really easy, and this does help out a lot. We're gonna have an upgraded spring in there. It uses the air up nicely, and then that protects the end of the plunger tube there. And the air restrictor and all that, not to get broken out of there, which sometimes eventually will anyways, which is kind of the problem I always have with Kronos with K25 in it. I don't know why it is. All of my K25, all of my Kronoses that had K25 in them are broken now. The pusher eventually just came out of them and stuff. But after a lot of use, after a whole lot of use, I got my worth out of them definitely before that happened. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and lube this up just a little bit. I always like to do that, give it a nice seal. There we go. Just get a nice amount on there. Brush it all around. Don't have to get too sloppy with it or anything, but it is nice to keep everything moving fast and smoothly in there. And it's all sealed up well. That should be good. No, I didn't put on very much, but that should be real good. And then we are going to put on our new spring. Just keep them bound up together there. Okay. That there, yeah, that does fit nicely on there. I do like that. And of course, our Kronos then, you want this indentation right there. You want that part up, and this one's sloping down. That's going to fit into the catch right there. Just to catch right away. Catches nicely. Oh, see, that fits in there really nicely. That's about perfect. I like that a lot. This is gonna work out nice. And I do think we're gonna get quite a little bit more upgrade than 130 feet per second on this too. Okay. I've got to get that little spring to set up there the way that it needs to. Yep, I had to do a little bit of finagling with the spring that goes on that catch mechanism right there. Usually not a problem. It usually kind of stays right where it needs to be and doesn't cause any problems. This time, this one wants to, it wants to pop right back out of there. I do not like that. And this one, this is the part that always got me. There we go. Get these lined up all nicely. Get that on the other side of it perfectly. Okay, sometimes those are a little bit, they've given me a headache right here. The two little dust cover doors right there. Yeah, once in a while they've given me a little bit of a headache getting in there. But everything looks to be in place. We are lubed up. I might throw a little bit of lube on the catch right there and on the trigger mechanism just for the fun of it. But yeah, springs in there. Everything is good to go on this one. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing exactly to this one. I won't sit here and have you watch me do the same thing again on just a different color blaster. But yeah, let me go ahead and I'm gonna do the same thing I did on this one, and then I'm gonna screw them all back together and we'll see the results back in a moment. You know what? I kind of got ahead of myself putting those dust covers on. I got excited getting that spring in there and how nicely that's working out. But I realized to do the shell swapping that I wanted to do, I need to swap the two ones on the other side, on the right side of the blaster also. So, hey, maybe I'll take the dust cover from one of these and do that. We'll have different colored dust covers on there too. That'll be kind of interesting. So I'm gonna swap these two also. Since I've already taken that out, we can just swap those two also. And then I'll swap, one of these is still sitting in there. Okay, we'll go ahead and put that one over here. Okay, there we go. I'm happy with where these colors are gonna be. You'll see the results of that here in just a second. Well, yep, there they are, all put back together, looking pretty nice like this. I like this little idea. I know a lot of people, I've seen it one time before where should put red on one side and blue on the other side. That looks all cool, but I mixed and matched them. Even back there, the dust cover doors in the rear. There you go. See, that looks pretty cool. It's just different. So different, it's cool, I guess. You know, that's just a simple little thing to do. Like I said, just making a fun little video today. And then very interestingly, putting in that Hillman 49 spring, which we're gonna see how well that performs in here. That's an old school mod. These are brand new blasters, and that's an old school mod right there, putting in a Hillman 49 spring. You know, I've heard stories, you know, I've just been in this hobby like 2 years now, a little over 2 years, and yeah, I've heard stories, you know, of the Hillman 49 spring, you know, back when you didn't really go online and buy a K25 and K26 so much, or, you know, any other worker springs or anything like that. You know, you go to the hardware store and find what you could find, which is about the best thing you're gonna find there is a Hillman 49 and Hillman 62. Very powerful spring, much smaller, much different than these. But anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and load these up, see how that primes. It primes very nicely. Almost to the, not quite to the point of really needing a greenhouse grip, even though they're, you know, it makes it more convenient. They just make it really nice. And I've got another pair of greenhouse grips. I will probably put those on here just for easy use. They're just comfortable. I'm really used to them. But see, let's see how the performance goes. Like I've been saying, I kind of wanted to keep it below 130 and use these at Ragnarocktoberfest. At least one of them be a sidearm there. But let's go ahead and see what they're going to do. 131.8. I'm a little over. We're going to see. We have to see what the average is going to be. 128.9. Okay. 124.9. See, that's what I was kind of estimating just by looking at it and feeling the weight of these. I was figuring right around that 125, 130 mark, which of course, that's what I want to go. I want to try to, you know, push that FPS limit as far as I can. Why not? I don't need anything quite that powerful, but definitely is very nice. 129.5. See, this is going to work out perfect then. 118. Yeah, a little bit off on that one in the last shot, but let's go ahead and take a look at our average here real quick on this one. Okay, that was the one that was originally red. Max was at 131.8, the minimum was at 118, and the average 126.6. I like that. See, that's pretty nice. I can definitely handle that. See, I'm averaging below 130. Okay, let's try the other one. Let's just make sure there's no, see what the difference is. I don't know. See what the difference is here on these blasters. Sorry, I dropped one of the rounds and it ended up rolling way across the floor and had to go and chase it down. But yeah, let's go ahead. That'll be the 5th one loaded up in here. Now this is the blaster that was originally blue. Let's see if there's any kind of difference at all. These Kronos, I couldn't really see any difference in them. In the inside of them, 124.9. You know, right where I want it. 127.9. Okay. 126.9. This one's looking good, isn't it? 121. And the last and final shot, let's try to make it a good one. 123.9. That's real good. Both these blasters, I am a bit relieved because I wanted to use the Hillman 49 spring in there. I really did. I was really hopeful for it, and I was just kind of trying to zero in on an estimated feet per second average. And you know, like I said, just by feeling from them and knowing what these different springs, how they can perform in a Kronos, I was kind of guessing, estimating, and guess what? I'm really where I wanted to be, right between 125 and 130. There we go. The max there was 127.9. The minimum was at 121.0 and an average of 124.9. So yeah, both of them, really, that's some good performance right there. That's a nice little upgrade. And very easy to prime. This is simple to prime. Still got to get a handle on that. Like I said, probably going with getting like a greenhouse grip or something on there. You know, I've got a couple extra ones. I can put them on these Kronos too. That'd look good too. Yeah, definitely gonna have to go and do that. That would look really good on here. And like I said, just make it a whole lot easier. But I hope you guys enjoyed this fun little video, just seeing what it would look like to put these together like that. Pretty nice, pretty cool. I like it. But once again, if you could take a second, go on down there and hit that thumbs up for me. I really would appreciate it. You guys take care, and I will see you in my next video.